The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, was established in 2010 to solve a persistent problem that affected members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force as well as the general public.
The problem was a need to be compliant with recognized standards for the investigation of allegations of abuse of citizens by members of the security forces. The required standards having at its top of the list that you have an impartial investigation.
The commission was established by way of legislation tailored for a specific purpose.
Under the Act, we established a body that was free from connection to the security forces, free from influence by central government in regards to how it performs its investigative functions. A body that had the powers to compel police officers to speak, to give statements, to produce documents or items of exhibits. It empowers us to have primacy at the scenes of incidents, because in every investigation, proper management of the scene and collection from the scene is important. So the statute gave us that primacy to manage the scene. The statute gives us the powers when we are interviewing a police officer, similar to that enjoyed by a Supreme Court judge, to question whilst recognizing and guaranteeing the protection of the police officer from being compelled to answer questions that will incriminate him.
With the kinds of powers given to INDECOM, the question of what's the difference between the Commission and the JCF's Bureau of Special Investigations is a frequently asked one.
Two important things. First, the BSI is not an impartial body. That's not a criticism of them, it's a fact. Because they're part of the police force, and it doesn't therefore comply with international standards. Another important factor is that we are empowered under the statute to make recommendations that can affect the functions of the police force, their procedure, their systems. And they are obliged to comply with our recommendation unless they can find a good reason to convince Parliament that they should not. So it puts us in a position where, unlike the BSI, we can investigate and we can make recommendations, but not just stopping at writing something on paper, something that ought to be complied with, unless there's good compelling reason to convince Parliament that it should not be.
INDECOM has been in operation for a year, and in that time it has hired a range of professionals to assist in carrying out its responsibilities. However, it should be noted that all its employees must be civilians.
We have had persons who have experience in teaching, in probation, aftercare, immigration, social work, the law. People from various backgrounds have come and joined us. And we some from the military, and we have been able to take them, vet them, and put them on training for investigative skills. And we look at the training as an ongoing thing.
The INDECOM head pointed out that by the end of October, the Bureau of Special Investigations will be disbanded, and his agency will be totally responsible for carrying out investigations involving police officers accused of misconduct.